Now we want to create this element. Let's find your state. We're gonna name that find your state. Exactly the same name as the title. So create a component in the shared components named find your state, find your state.js, import React from React, import import Vue from React Native, and then create your functional component named find your state equals to props if necessary, return something like a view tag, export, find your state. It's all done. Go to index, export everything from the find your state file. Okay, now we have a view, but we need white rounded layout for this element too. So let's check it out. I replace view with white rounded layout. Then inside it, what do we need? Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 rows in one column. So we should have a view that is a white round layout that has 5 rows in one column. This means that the flex direction is column. So we just have to make 5 view tags. The first view is for the find your state, the second is for this row, the third is for the lines you see here. Of course, they are like cards. It means that this is counted as one row. So we do not have 5 rows. We delete this. Bold font, find your state. So we have a text. Just I forgot we have text element ourselves, btext, and here find your state. It's all uppercase. Find your state. Okay. The second one is discards, the row of discards. So here we have a ScrollView. But first of all, we have to make discards. This card has 1 and 2 rows in one column. It means that the wrapper view of this card is in flex direction of column. But we have 2 views here. The first view has flex direction row, and now we make it like this. Here we have 2 other views. That the first one has the style of flex direction row. So we're ready. Here we have the white rounded layout again, but with the background color of gray, I think, or this blue with opacity of about 10%. If you remember, we tried it and it looked like this. And an icon on location with this blue color. We make it. Okay, we have a white round layout here. That inside it we have icon, name. I name it location for now, We check the name later. Size 24. I think it's bigger little. 16. And color of. I can put the coloring hex here, but this is the main color of our application if you notice. So we define it in constants and use it regularly. So here I define a const blue, main blue. Main blue means that the main blue color, and in hex it is 3E20D9, and we export it. Okay, now we use this main blue. It's exported from constants. Now we just need to import icon from React Native vector icons, unicons, and we check the name of the icon, location. Okay, here we have this location, here we have this location. Let's check which matches our design. I think this one is okay, or this one. No, this one is more similar to the design, so we use this location dash sharp. Location dash sharp. This is ready. That we should give a style to it. Background color of main blue plus 10% opacity. Okay, for 10% opacity we have 1A, so we add 1A to our main blue color hex code. Okay, we haven't loaded it here. Okay, and the name was find your stay. Till now we have this. It's not looking so good because the icon should be bigger. Like comparing to the design, find your stay font size is okay, I think. Now we need to create this text. L text. Here, for example, what's that? Krabi, Thailand. Krabi, Thailand. And now we're gonna create the line below it. Line is just a view that has width and height and background color. Width about, let's see the design, it's about half of the screen size. So we get the screen size. I think we have it in constants. No, we do not have it. We should import here dimensions, and then constant width and height equals to dimensions dot get window, or a screen. Screen is better. It means that get width and height from the screen dimension. And now we export them. So width is about half of the width, and height is about 2, and background color is the main blue. So let's see how it looks. Oh, it's a little more than what the design is, but it needs +1 A2. Yes, that got more similar to the design. Okay, now you see that this is not very neat. So we correct this styling. We have flex direction wall, but we have align item center to make it a little neat, and just let's see the design. We want a margin of about 20. Here we give to the text margin left 20. Okay, that's okay. Here to the line, you should give margin top of about 15. Oh, that's okay. Now our cards are ready. I think padding for this location is a little more than the design is. We correct the styling of the white rounded layout for the location shop. Padding, reduce the padding to 2. No, it's not good. Maybe 5. And just correct the border radius. It got like circle. Border radius. Border radius of about 4. No, it's good. 10. A little more than this. 10. And this 20. Oh, 10, 15. I think it's okay. Border radius should be reduced. 12, maybe. No, I think it's okay. Okay, our cards are ready, and we can create our ScrollView. This is our card. Here I make ScrollView without removing the card. I make that a ScrollView, and inside of it I have to put these cards. Okay, we can do that like this. It's dirty coding, but just to show you how it works. A ScrollView, and we want it horizontal. So we say that horizontal, or you can use horizontal true. When you use some attributes like this, it means that you are passing through to the component. And as you see, these are arranged, but the height has been expanded. So a style, we use margin horizontal, I think about 20. And when we coded the whole screen, We solved the issue of the height, but keep it for now. So the cards are ready and our scroll view is there decoded. I want to see that which contents of this card is changing. Just this title, Credit Island. So I make consent. Now that we do not have any information from the backend, we use some constant for ourselves. For example, stays info. This is an array that contains some objects. And inside of these objects, we have a label. For example, Crappy Thailand. So I copy these lines. For example, Denmark. For example, England. And we use these cards. We remove unnecessary cards. We just want a card sample. I cut this and map through this constant. Stays info dot map element and index, then return this card with the key index, and the label here will be element.label. So you see that our horizontal scroll view is working, but just something else. You see a space here between the cards. We have to create that. We give the margin left of 20 to the wrapper view of the cards. Margin left of 20. Let's see what happened. Okay, and maybe if it's 30 it will be more interesting. But you see that the first card is changing the margin too. So if you do not want the first card to change, we say that if index was 0, set it to 10. Otherwise, set it to 30. Okay, it's now better. For the scroll view, we give the style of margin top of 20 to match the design. And now we need to create this indicator. This indicator is the next view here. We create the first indicator, means that we create this view. Okay, I do not change the wrapper view and make another view with the style of width maybe 10, height of 4 or 5, background color that changes, but for now name blue. It has some border radius too, that is about the half of the height. So let's see, how does it look like? This is here. Okay, that's okay, but I think it should be a little bigger, like this. It's not bad, but I reduce this to more match the style. It's got lower. 7 and 3.5. That's okay. Let's give the maximum height of 100 to the scroll view. It's better. Okay. Or a little lower, 80. Okay. We need these lines, these line indicators, as much as we have a staging info. So it is related to the staging info, and staging info should map this view. So we do that. Staging info dot map element and element index. Return. We should give a margin left of 5 to these indicator lines and keep them in the center. So it is related to the wrapper view of all these. It should be align items, center. That's okay, but not for all of them. And finally, they should be aligned, flex start. Because of this, we give the styling of align self flex start, and that's okay. You see this indicator line that appears here. We do not need this. We want to remove it. So we have an attribute for this. Show horizontal scroll indicator of false. Now it's okay. Now our card is almost ready. We check the design again. We just need one full width button. Okay, we make it. Now we are going to create our full width button. So we go to shared components and make a full width button.js. Import React from React, import view from React Native, and just create your functional component, full width button, equals to props, return a view for now, and export full width button. What's that? Export full width button. Now just go to index and export everything from your full width button. Okay, as we mentioned, it's full width. So we have to give a width equal to the screen width, or better to say 100%. And for the radius of equal to the white rounded layout that we gave 16. And a padding vertical of 30, I think is good. It's not showing up here. And The background color by default, name blue, and give it a style prop that we define it here. Const style equals to props. That's okay. And now, and now we give it children. Okay, my component is ready. And just children with lowercase, and now it's okay. We go to the index.js and export everything from full width button, and then in our home component, in our find your state component, here I use the button. Instead of this view, I use full width button. Yes, we are in the share folder, and I use this full width button. Inside of it, I use a like text, style. It doesn't give a style for now. Just find and color of white. As you see, our full width button is shrinked. We should give the style of position absolute to our component. As you see, find should be aligned center. So I give align items center to my component, and then in the text we need a font size of maybe 18. That's good. 16. But we should reduce this padding vertical to 20. You need text bigger. That's okay. And the width of this full width button should be styled such as the whole width of the screen minus this margin and this margin. So we go to the white rounded layout to see that what's the padding. Padding is 15. So we have 15 here, 15 here, it's 30. And we have to give a width minus width of the screen. This is the width of the screen that we have imported from the constants. Minus 30. So it's okay. It's in the same way, a little bigger. Oh no. Minus 40 is correct. Okay, it's positioned absolute, but we should give it a bottom of about minus 20 to make it go downwards. Okay, let's compare with the design. See that the border radius is not matching. Our border radius is a little lower, so we increase it 18 or more, 20. That's okay. Now compared to the design, yes, it's correct. Yes, it's okay, but the cards are not ready because the cards are hidden in the backward of the bottom. So we style this bottom like T, and so we go to the styling of the white rounded layout and give a padding to increase the height of the white rounded layout to almost the half of the bottom. Padding bottom of 80. We should decrease this to or a little more because it doesn't match the design. This height should be matched this height. -10. That's okay. Let's compare our design to the original design. Yes, that's very good. But I think that our elements are a little smaller. But you can change it yourself later. For example, making the font text uppercase and a little bigger than what we did. That's okay, but padding vertical should increase like this, and border radius should increase too. Okay, now it's more similar, and we have to change this too. -10 to minus, for example, 20, more 25. That's okay.